So, good afternoon, Pokhara. My name is Milan, and I am head of business operation at WP Creative. And for today's session, I'm going to be responsible for you to talk about the AI shift in WordPress agency, not only for the WordPress agency, but for any technical company, the shift of AI and the shift of the Web3, and how to incorporate that in terms of business strategy, right? So this session is going to be more about that kind of things. So the expectation setting. So this session is for all. Either you are an entrepreneur, either you are a developer, either you are a students, or either you are in website agency owners. So this presentation try to convey everyone who is residing in this hall. So just trying to build up some kind of narratives just to check the audio. Am I audible enough? All good? All right. All good with food? Ice cream खानु भयो सबैजनाले? All right. Then the weather is cool now. All right. So this session might be interesting if you are also planning to establish some company from your side as well. Because कतिजनालाई उत्सुकता पनि हुन सक्ला that if we are going to start a new company, in which direction we should be moving on. So this session is particularly focused on that as well. All right, let's move on. And sorry for some kind of technical glitches. Or sorry, Bansu. If there is some technical glitches, we'll face it together, right? All right. So this is a very interesting character. Meet Arya. She is really interesting character because she is just 18 years old. I just created this character overnight. When I was having some chit chat yesterday on Contributor Day, I got some very interesting character about some volunteers that they are trying to do something on WordPress. Then I picked up that character and made this story so that everyone could relate to Arya. So meet Arya. She is 18 years old and she is an WordPress agency owner, just like you, if you are a WordPress agency owners. So Arya does everything. She builds a website. She tries to create new fancy stuffs on UI UX. She tries to sell ice cream through her website. She also tries to build new dress designing clothes from her website. So every time there is a two-way. She also tries to sell the product from her side, and she also got some of her customer that if someone wants to build some kind of website, everyone could go to the Arya. Arya, could you please make a website for me? Arya, could you please make a website for us? So that was a conversation happening with Arya, and she was really happy building the website from a long time, and she was earning a really good amount of money. But the technical error happens always in a in the event like this. Arya also got some kind of technical things that comes in. Everyone talks about AI. Everyone talks about Web3, and she was confused. What does that AI means? Because she was just 18, she started WordPress agency because of her own will, but she was not able to relate what is this AI, what is this WP Web3 shift. So she was trying to understand what is this shift. Everyone is coming, every customer is talking about, can you build the site on AI, can you build the site on Web3, and she was confused, and she started to, she was going, everything was going very smooth until one day she noticed that something is going strange. Her customer was asking for the AI website, her customer was asking for different kind of services than she was offering to. Then she researched on the Google, what does this mean, what does that mean, because she was losing the customer. Previously she used to get 10 website per month to build on her agency, but once this AI shift has been coming up, she didn't get that much of work on her agency. Everyone used to say, I am doing this website on AI, I'm just building this website on 2 days with my own AI tools. She was confused. Now she started to lose her business. She started to lose her interest on that, on the agency side. Now, to sustain this, she got that quiz to stay relevant and lead. She started to consult with her friends. She started to learn from different tutorials that she was having. And she started to get some kind of dreamy dreams. Okay, what does this mean? She got with one of her friends who could tell her about what is an AI, what is an AI website means, what is it different from the traditional website mechanism that she was doing. And she started to begin the research on the AI kind of quest for her agency, right? So once she got some knowledge from her friend who was so expertise on AI, then she started to think very smart on that. That is the first step that she gonna do is smart thinking. Once she learned about the AI and Web3 shift, she started to think about, it's not about I will make the beautiful website. It's not about I will be creating some fancy UI UX website. She started to say, I will help you sell more for your business. She started to communicate with her client by saying, I will start to share more of your websites in terms of value, in terms of blogs, and in terms of business that she was looking on. She was looking into the business side and the future side of the AI. So started to think about smart thinking from her side. So business thinking first. When she started to learn about that AI and Web3 shift, then she started to learn about the business thinking first and the tech second. That is, before using any kind of tools, she started to ask, what problem am I solving? It's not about only about designing the website, it's about now solving the problem. She started to understand from what is the problem statement that her client was asking her to solve. So always focus from there. She started to focus from the problem statement. Once she understood the problem statement, then she could give her that consultative approach and what are the solutions that she could give on her side. And then technology is cool, but it should really help the real people. It should really help the business people. If you make a fancy website and if you could use the fancy tech stack and the technical terms, if your business people do not understand it, then that's going to be no use. So your technology should align with your real problems. So that's where it get started. So she started to think like a helper first, not a coder. Once she started to think like a helper, not as a coder, then she tried to understand, okay, what are my client is asking for? Is it really making an impact that I am trying to create on the website? So she started to think from that point of view. So then she started, because she is an agency owner, Arya is an agency owner, she started to communicate like, I do not make the website now. Previously, she used to say, I make the website. Now she used to say, I help teachers online. If there is a business called e-learning, then she started to communicate, you are the teachers community. I help teachers to learn online. This is the way she tries to sell her business now. And if someone comes as an e-commerce, she tries to sell that package or the website package as a, I help local shops to grow more online. That statement connects to the business people as an agency. If I'm a business owner and if you are an agency, if you try to communicate in the way that the agency and the business owner understand, then it's going to create a lot of value, right? Think from a perspective of the customer first and talk about the problem. So she started to thinking from that problem statement and she started to think from a customer needs of the view. So she started to integrate AI on her workflow because she already got her that quest from her friend how she should be involving from the previous agency, traditional agency model to the new agency model, that is with the content writing. She started to use ChatGPT. Previously she used to write a lot of long content from her content writers and other kind of things. Now she started to use the ChatGPT, Jasper, or the Cola writer kind of thing. She started this simple AI techniques to grow faster for her agency. The second thing is for the SEO optimization and the keyword, she started to surf more on the neuron writer as well as the surf for SEO. It helped her to get more optimization on the SEO kind of things, right? So SEO is a game changer on the AI business. So she started to understand that the use of SEO It's really important to change the gamification of the AI, right? And the third is chatbot setup. Previously, when she was designing a website or the landing pages, then there used to be contact us pages, right, on the landing pages, but now she understand the customer need and she wanted to make more product friendly. She started to give suggestion to the client about the chatbot integration. If there are questions that a client wanted to understand and ask, there is a chatbot already implemented so that a customer care is well handled. So this is a very simple feature that we can integrate on the websites and in your software that really can boost your business model and that can really retain your clients, right? And for the design, ideation, and graphics, if you go on now on Canva, there is a AI generated image that comes up. You don't even need to design things. You just need to write a prompt engineering from your side. Once you give the good prompt, it will create some kind of design for you. So she started to learn about this kind of tools. If she didn't learn this kind of tool, then as an agency, as a business owner, she will be getting lost because some other agency will learn this tool and do the delivery faster to their clients. So she started to learn on this tool and try to implement this tool on her website. So this is really a game changer on her side as a business agency owners. So from site to systems. So what Web3 means for WordPress? Everybody was talking about the AI. Now let's talk about some of the Web3 as well. So for now, in the WordPress, Web3 means ownership and identity. In the normal Web2, which we call the normal Web2 things in the previous days, nowadays as well, the login credential happens from the Google login, Facebook, or the other kind of things, right? From the authentications. But going to the Web3 means crypto wallets, logging through the crypto wallets. So this is really a game changer on the business model of the agencies. So if you try to give that suggestion as we are trying to implement the crypto wallets as a login source, then your client will really love it because you and an agency is thinking about the future of your tech company as well as the future of the product. Your company and your business people will love it to know because we as an agency are providing that consultation approach about the future of the technology and already trying to implement the crypto wallets on the login itself. The second is payment gateways. Nowadays, the payment gateway is very easy to integrate on the Web 2. But talking about the Web 3, it's about the crypto wallets and other kind of things. So we talk about the decentralizations, D apps, right? So forming those D apps and decentralized apps is really important for this payment gateways, which is very secure, and the use of blockchain technology is going to make sense on this payment gateways. And the third thing is content. The nowadays the content will be get replaced by token and asset. If you get some point, I think you have also heard about the points. Whenever you buy something on the phone pay or Khalti or eSeva, you get points, right? So there is certain points that you get. So these are all collected points, right? So those tokens and assets will be really valuable that can be converted into the cash later. So this kind of things is really going to make game changer on the agency world because everyone can do that content writing things, right? But nobody thinks creative enough to talk about the tokens and asset. But if you talk from the content and asset point of view, it's going to create a lot of value to your agency. And the third thing is CMS. Nowadays there is a CMS, but if you could replace that with a decentralized app layer, it's going to be more tech innovative way. So this is how you as a website or a WordPress agency should be thinking about, or a developer team should be thinking about. So second seeds that she got is creative services. Previously she used to have just a website package, that is I used to do 100 hours of project for this simple website. Now she started to learn that okay, I need to change, I need to do some kind of gamification on the business tactics. That is, give a starter plan to your business owner. That is business basics starter plan. That might be a very basic website your clients as an agency, but you always give them an option of growth plan and the future ready plan. The growth plan comes with an SEO. The growth plan comes with an maintenance. Growth plan comes with a security kind of things. You try to sell, you try to differentiate your product packages as an agency. And the third plan is if you try to sell, we have this future ready plan. That means in the future, the AI is booming, the Web3 is booming. if you try to integrate this from day one, then the future of your website or the future of your product will be very much fruitful. Then this is how you pitch as a business owner, saying we have this future ready plan integrating AI and Web3. Would you like to get started with AI and Web3? You give that three package option as a business agency owners to your business equipment, so that you get to understand about, okay, which category or which product your client is really looking for. So she started her company as a website, right? So she started to redefine her website because, as I already said, she was just making a website, a very beautiful website. She just know how to make a very beautiful website on different tools and technique that she was using. But once she got that knowledge of AI, the Web3 shift and the product strategy that she needs to change from her side, then she started to redefine her website and she started to redefine her agency as well. So that means if you are an agency owner on 2025, if you are planning to do same thing for upcoming 1 and 2 years, you are going to sink. That's for sure. Mark my words. Because the world is moving so rapidly towards AI and Web3, especially towards AI. If you do not cooperate with the AI tools and technique right now, agency owner as a developer as well, then it's going to be really difficult because something is changing really fast. The way that you code is getting a prompt engineering. The designs are being created by AI tools. The codes are being written by the AI tools, right? So there is a system already being there, but if you do not try to incorporate those, then it's going to really backfire you as an agency as well as the developers as well. So shift from the customer project to the recurring revenue. Arya used to have that only one business model, that is fixed on cost. But now she introduces, because she has got a lot of ideas about the product ideation, then she started to get about the monthly maintenance and management security. She started to give the different prices. For the starter package, you can get 99 hours per hour. For the growth package, you will get 199 per hour. Or for the Web3 and AI future package, you will be charging $400 per month or per hour, whatever it is the rate, right? So you give this kind of options to your business people so that they get to know about, okay, which package should we take if we want to become same agency or same business people that is being from the 10 years back, then we go with a very simple package, right? But if you want to be a future proof or future leading business, then we'll go with a future proof package that is incorporating with the AI and Web3. So this is how you play with the emotions of the business people. Once you give these three options, then they start to think about, okay, are we investing right now? Because something is coming up next and that's gonna replace us. So that's gonna trigger them so badly in terms of business, then they're gonna try to go with the future plan, right? So that's a win for the business side because you are already working on the technical side, future technical side, as well as you are making yourself, your agency as a future proof. So as a learning is, one blog on LinkedIn post per week is one of the great tool that you can do. So if you want to choose a market, LinkedIn is one of the great tool. So you try to post one post of the LinkedIn or blog every week, you're going to increase your rate of getting the chances. You need to watch about the tutorials behind the scenes. You need to work about the webinars and the short videos as well. So contents and videos, podcast, infographics, and interactive elements should be on the business side so that you could also learn about this kind of things, right? As a business owners. So use supercharge yourself with an AI. That is, use ChatGPT for brainstorming your things, Copilot for coding, and for the external and client-facing side, use smart chats, AI SEO audit, auto-generated contents for this kind of things. So you should be getting prepared for this kind of things, right? If you do not incorporate this on your development as well as on your business agency side, you are gonna sink really fast. So your role is to become a web builder to the ecosystem builder. It's not about building the sites only, it's about being an ecosystem leader. That means the paradigm shift, you need to be that ecosystem leader from your side, right? So brave learning, you need to do the brave learning, you need to learn new things from your side. So if you do this, then your agency grows, your development grows, your team grows. If you do not do this, your team will be same as always. If you need to grow as a business, you need to really shift yourself with the AI and Web3 shift. It's a really hard time and it's really a good time to get it started. It's not late. You should get it started today as well, because AI is really going to create a boom on the market. So, what Arya wants you to remember is, do not be afraid of robots. Learn how to use them. Keep learning, even if it is hard, and help others. So this is how you do. And if you want to build your agency, so this is the thing that you need to learn from the Arya, right? So solve more problems, becomes more consultant, you become trusted so that the business owners trust you more, and you try to learn and adopt new tools and technique for your business model. This is really important for the new growth stack and the business development things, right? So if you are ready to lead this shift, let's talk. WordPress is not dying, it's evolving, and if we evolve it, we won't just survive, we will be on the future. Let's go with AI and Web3 real soon, right? And let's talk about it. Thank you so much.